I'm with Søren Jensen, Vice President of Enterprise Software at Schneider Electric, and we're talking at Schneider Electric's Enterprise Technology Centre in Europe. Søren, when a company is thinking of outsourcing its IT to a co-location facility, what sort of impact is that going to have on their DSIM? What should they be thinking of?
It's an interesting thing going on right now, because a lot of these co-location or service providers have fairly sophisticated DSIM tools already, both from monitoring and control, from power, from cooling, from space management. Even many of the co-locators I visit across the world have very sophisticated capacity management systems. So the information is there, and when you as an enterprise move in or considering a player over another, I think you should put into your request or be carefully considering what type of insight, what type of management insight are you getting or are you being provided. And we are increasingly helping colos to find the right balance of information at what time. Because of course a colo won't want to give you access to everything. You might be sharing the load of a UPS, you might be sharing the cooling infrastructure with other customers. So what is the right level of information you should see? It's a key thing, and many co-locators are currently trying to find the balance between deep insights and not overwhelming the customer with too much information. So consider the following things when you go in. You should probably have access to general information about maintenance windows. When are the critical systems that support your environment being maintained? What type of alerts should you see? What type of alerts should you see real time versus after the fact? Access to power draw, access to real-time information over a given time period is probably things that you should see. The system should be very easy accessible. You don't have to be able to, you shouldn't be logging into 15 different passwords and through various security gateways. It should still be secure, but it should be easy accessible for you and your staff. I would also look at having it integrated into that co-locator's web portal or the service portal that you already have access to. So you can easily request and see how your infrastructure integrates into the rest of the services that are provided to you.
So Søren, the market seems to have moved on a long way from where you put some kit into co-location and you paid a monthly rental or whatever for some space and some power, and you didn't really know very much about what you were paying for. Do companies that are outsourcing IT really need this much information?
I think what we are seeing right now is that a co-locator and the customer who's buying its services, we need to find the right balance of insight and access to information, and there's a lot of trust in this as well. I have examples where customers have had sort of an unpleasant experience with the information they were getting, so that they actually ended up installing their own temperature sensors in that cage they were renting. And it shouldn't be that way, right? We need to have systems that are reliable, where there is the right level of both insights and trust, so that we can all share the same data. So I think we as an industry are sort of going through that learning right now, and it's an interesting challenge.